Hej, cześć, siemanko, jestem Knoperz i witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie na moim kanale w kolejnym odcinku z gry serii Risen. Tak jest, nowa seria na kanale i kontynuujemy sobie odcineczki. Wybaczcie, że tak, no w sumie dużo gadania jest, no bo jednak odbieranie questów i tak dalej, dopiero później się coś będzie kombinować, zatem...
I don't like faces I don't know well, and your face is too pretty. Slap some makeup on you and you could work the brothels.
Uznam, że to był komplement.
You're a fighter, right?
I took the advice my teacher gave me. Find something you like and make it your job.
Okej, w czym mogę być dobry? W nagrywaniu filmików na YouTube, o tak jest.
You know I'm new here then.
Shiny skin, gormless expression. You'll know the first. It's the heap of gold in the temple. It sucks in idiots like flies to shit. But there's no one round here that wants to split their share of the Don's gold any further.
Where did the Don get all his gold?
See that temple? We took it. And guess what? It was full of gold and artifacts and stuff. Now it's full of guards, an ogre, and surrounded by us. There are temples all over the island. Why don't you bugger off and find your own?
You just walk in and take the gold from the temple ruins.
Yeah, it's that simple. Go on, try it. Then you'll see the beasts that come charging out of those ruins. You have to deal with them before you get to the shiny stuff.
So you've cleared all those creatures out of the ruins.
Keen to see them, are you? All right. We'll go to a temple ruin nearby. You help me deal with the creatures there, then you can get your share of the gold.
Okej.
How do we split the gold?
50-50.
50 na 50.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. We clear the place and split the rewards.
No dobra, niech będzie.
You've got a deal.
Good. Follow me.
No dobra. Wolę zapisać w trakcie tego questa. Jakby miało się coś wydarzyć. Bo brzmi to trochę podejrzanie. To są ci pracownicy, co chyba trzeba ich do roboty zaciągnąć.
Follow me.
No idę spokojnie. Wygląda jak dobra pułapka. Jeszcze raz zapiszemy. I co?
Now, no one can see us here, so let's have ourselves a little chat.
What about?
I've met people like you, troublemakers.
Right. So we're not here for the temple.
You're getting the picture. It's just you and me, and you're gonna give me your gold.
Can we talk about this?
I don't want to talk. Every scummy weasel that turns up here costs me a share of my gold.
Dobra, próbujmy.
Time to fight!
Praktycznie mu nic nie bije i blokowania na myszce są opóźnione. Pytanie, czy to ma sens w ogóle ta walka. Jestem beznadziejny, to widać. Czemu to blokowanie jest takie opóźnione? To jest irytujące. Zapamiętajcie, jak ktoś ma na imię Lorenzo i chce wam zaoferować podział złota 50 na 50, to nie idźcie w to. Musi być jakiś haczyk. Okej, udało się zblokować groźny atak. Trochę się cykam, że i tak to przegram, tak szczerze. stresik taki dosyć sporawy. No właśnie, dostałem hita, już nie jest fajnie, co? Chłopco uniki zaczął robić. Jakbym zrobił tak, w tym momencie bym zapisał. I spróbował walczyć dalej, co? Nie idzie nam tak źle w tej walce. Dobra, to dostał ładnego kryta teraz. Mamy go. Tak jest. Pytanie, zabiłem go czy powaliłem? Nie, powaliłem. Ta walka była bardzo warta tego wszystkiego. 15 sztuk złota. Robi wrażenie. Przepraszam za uderzenie w mikrofon.
So, you're still here.
You made me feel so welcome.
You want to stay in this shithole? You're welcome to it.
Tak jest. O to chodziło w całym questie. Super. Jeśli chcę tu zostać, mogę. Bo wygrałem. W ogóle co to był za mieczyk? Zardzewiały, za obrażenia 10. Ja mam taki za 15, więc... Dostałem jeszcze gorszą broń. Niż mam obecnie. Więc fajnie. Oczywiście jest to sarkazm. Piwo. Więcej piwa. Ale będzie drunk stream za niedługo. Normalnie. Beppo. Żołnierz. Ty kto
Stop
jesteś?
where you are. You ain't going another step closer to the Don.
Guarding. Guess that's a really important job.
Most important in the camp. I make sure people don't just stroll in to see the Don. He's very against strolling in, and I'm not pissing Rachel off or I won't get any grub. So, move along.
Dobra, przepraszam.
How do I get permission to speak to the Don?
The Don is busy. He's thinking. Talk to his wife, Rachel. She's in charge.
Right, I'll go and talk to her then.
I ain't got no work for you. Go and see Sam or Hawkins and stop bugging me.
To pytanie, kto tu w końcu rządzi? Don? Jego żona czy ten strażnik? I trochę się boję, że jak coś wezmę stąd, to mnie zaatakują, więc szybki save. Piwko. Piwko nigdy za dużo. Beppo.
Hey,
Hey, what? You better be from Hawkins. I need those crates moving.
Jakie są
what
skrzynie?
crates?
The ones full of artifacts? What else are we moving? Damn Hawkins. His workers should have delivered them by now. I knew it was too much responsibility for the old coot.
What's in these artifact crates?
Puppies. Artifacts, what do you think,
Myślę,
genius?
że to ma sens, co nie? Że w skrzyniach z artefaktami są artefakty.
Keep your mitts off them. If you're looking for gold, then do some work. You dig for the Don, then you'll get your share.
I'll think about it. So you're in charge of moving boxes, right?
They're not just any old boxes. They're full of artifacts from the excavation sites. They get dug up, they come to me, and then they go to the Don.
Oh, so you're not even moving boxes for yourself then?
When you get an important role here, then you can make jokes. Until then, shut your bleeding mouth.
Przepraszam.
I just arrived here. I'm not from anyone.
Lazy more like. Bet you never done a decent day's work in your life.
Powiedzmy, że nie miałem okazji.
Let's talk sensibly. I could help you get your crates.
Think you can? All right. We'll get going and get 'em moving.
No sense in asking if you know the magic word.
What magic word? Here, you're not with that Inquisition lot, are you? Look, I'll have no magical nonsense around here.
Where are these crates you want moved?
At the excavation site, but they should be here. I swear, those workers are being slack just to wind me up.
Okej. Pytania, mam je sam przenieść, czy mam poprosić kogoś, żeby je przeniósł? Ale dobra, jak już tu jestem, to fajnie byłoby do końca już pogadać z tymi ludźmi. What?
Take that pretty face somewhere else.
Zróbmy sobie jedzonko. Póki można. A póki to robimy, to ja bym chciał zachęcić was do zostawienia łapki w górę i jakiegoś komentarzyka. Jak oceniacie seryjkę, czy w ogóle wam się to podoba, czy nie? Jakbyście chcieli widzieć, czy właśnie takie rzeczy poboczne mam robić poza nagrywaniem. Tak samo jak mniej więcej jakieś tam wątki z tymi postaciami, ale tutaj głównie ciężko jest określić, co jest dodatkowe, co jest główne, więc...
Are you the local blacksmith?
Blacksmith? I look like I spend my days making fucking old shoes. I'm a pewterer, a gilder, a worker of fine metal, and I'm not looking for an apprentice, particularly one that doesn't know the difference between a metal worker and a smith.
If I did want to learn about metalworking, how could I persuade you to teach me?
You not listening? Someone spit in your ear or steal your brain? I don't want an apprentice, so why don't you just fuck off?
I'm looking for new weapons.
Looking is for losers. Paying gets you the goods.
Aha. No dobra.
Do you need help? I'm looking for work.
No one here looks for work. The only thing people here look for is gold. And you don't look like you're any different.
Do you work with gold?
Gold. Gold. Nothing but gold. You just see the money in it, don't you? Well, there's no point you thinking about getting wealthy here. Every crumb of gold out there belongs to the Don.
Everyone has to give their gold to the Don.
If you know what's healthy for you, once a month you have to take the Don his share.
And how much is his share?
You see anyone round here looking wealthy?
Not unless mud is the local currency.
Well, you should see the gold he has in his temple. Hordes of it. Ha! I can see that look in your eye. Fancy a slice, do you? You'll end up in pieces with those thoughts in your head.
How do I get to see the Don?
What do you want to see the Don for? Try standing on a tree outside the temple. You're not going to get closer than that.
There must be some way to see the Don. Something he wants.
If it doesn't glitter, he doesn't give a toss. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he had his wife gold-plated.
Is there something he wants then? Something in gold he doesn't have?
We found a sword pommel. Beautiful bit of work. Supposed to belong to some garrison commander before he pissed off an ogre. You find the blade for that pommel, the Donna kiss your hairy ass. Fuck it, I would too.
Okej.
I'll find the blade the Don wants.
You want to look for it, be my guest. But you take one piece of that blade for yourself, one bit of glittering gold, I'll hear about it.
I wouldn't dream of it. Where can I find this sword blade the Don wants?
If you believe the stories, the ogre dragged the garrison commander off where those temple ruins are. If anyone has found anything there, they're bound to shoot their mouth off. Particularly seeing as those bits of blade will be covered in gold. There's a pisshead called Lewis, reckoned he'd seen something, but he's a sack of shit.
So you want to restore the sword for the Don?
If I can get all the pieces. Can't do jack shit without all the pieces.
Have you got any sword blanks?
Just what I got here. You bring me some iron ore, I can make you some...
What have you got to try?
Co my tu mamy? Bursztyn, wytrychy. Ja bym posprzedawał to wszystko. Nie, ty mojego miecza nie sprzedawaj. No mówię, nie sprzedawaj mojego miecza, chłopie, ty. Skup się, pierścień. No dobra. Dokonaj wymiany. Z panem już nie ma o czym rozmawiać. Mamy Rachelę.
Waif and stray looking for pity? Or fortune hunter looking for gold? Looks like I've got another mouth to feed.
Are you the cook?
Amongst other things, you have to be adaptable in these times. One day you've a sword in your hand, the next, a ladle. And the cooking relaxes me, if you call stirring wild boar and brugelweed cooking. Sorry, forgotten my manners. I'm Rachel. Here, new mouth, take this meat. Freshly cooked.
Jest, darmowe jedzonko.
Brogar wants a haunch of fried meat.
And he sent you to get it for him? Lazy devil. Well, I've already given you some meat, so you can sort Brogar out yourself.
How are things around here?
Perfect. I don't know why we didn't move out of the town into the swamp earlier. The Inquisition are sucking the life out of the town, but this swamp is sucking the life out of us. We used to be close, all of us. Everyone made their share, worked for their share. Now it's falling apart. And with Esteban in that damn temple, I'm the one trying to hold it together.
Why do you think things are falling apart here?
It's those ruins. They've got everyone's mind on treasure. Even my Esteban. The whole place is being dug up. Although I'm certain that not everything that's being found is being delivered to the camp. Esteban makes sure that all the workers get a share of the gold. He's very fair like that. But someone is looking to line their own pockets.
Brzmi standardowo.
Who do you think it is lining their own pockets? And what would happen to them if you knew who it was?
He'd be dead. Esteban's not a forgiving man.
So it seems. I need to talk to the Don.
Join the queue. I'm thinking of joining it myself. You can talk to me. When Esteban's busy, and he's always busy, I'm in charge.
Okay.
But can you get me in to see him?
No. Look, he needs time alone to think. I'm always having to turn people away, even his good friends. Why would I make an exception for a newcomer?
A chociażby dlatego jestem tak przystojny.
I don't
Dobrze.
trust the Inquisition. I want to join Don Esteban's gang.
Another person without a home. I don't even recognize you from Harbour Town. Are you sure you're not with the Inquisition, new mouth? If you want to stay, then you'd better make yourself useful. Everyone needs to pull their weight here, and no one gets to see Esteban unless they have something valuable or important for him.
Can I help?
And why would you want to do that? What do you want, new mouth? Lazy cutthroats, idle thieves, and mosquitoes. Why do you want in on this?
You think the Don is losing control?
He's a complicated man. The Inquisition's takeover of Harbour Town shook him up badly. All we've got is this place, and it's fragile, especially at the moment. I really don't need someone stirring up trouble.
You sound like you need help. What if I help out?
You do that. But, well, if you really want to stick your hand in this beehive, you're welcome to. We can certainly use the help. Everything seems to have ground to a halt. Go to the camp lieutenants and see what sort of problems they're having. That should help you get a picture of what's happening here. Maybe we can root out the source of this rot before it reaches Esteban.
About your camp. I was told you're short of food. You need more meat?
Finally, someone who wants to do some work.
Surowego.
Yes, I
No.
need 10 haunches of raw
Czemu
meat.
wszystko
You
przerobiłem?
bring me the meat and I'll put a little...
I never say no to...
Okej.
So who are the lieutenants here?
If you can't find that out yourself, how are you going to help me? Just go and talk to everyone. You'll soon see who's in charge and who thinks they are.
Dobra. Więc coś tu mamy już, takie zalążki pierwszych misji. Okej. Powiedz mi, co się kończy na rynku, który szczególnie wystrzał najlepiej.
Which of the fighters here...
Based on recent form, Lorenzo isn't too sharp either. Used to be alright. I'd say Domingo is probably...
Tell me more about the arena.
It's all friendly. Just a few bruises and broken limbs. It isn't to the death. If you fancy a fight, just challenge one of our fighters. If he accepts, he'll go into the arena with you. The fight starts when both willing volunteers are in the arena with the first fighter to go.
That's clear enough. Is there somewhere around here I can train for combat?
I wouldn't normally do this, but I'll train you if you like.
Have you come across a piece of a sword blade?
The one Oscar's trying to piece together. He wants to make a sword for the Don, I believe.
And?
And I might have a piece of it. Oscar tried to buy it from me, in fact. But he wasn't offering enough, so I thought I'd hang on to it.
Aha.
Will you sell me your piece of the sword?
It'd have to be for, no less than 100 gold.
100 golda.
What was that noise?
Craig has a piece of the sword blade the Don wants.
So he says. But that bastard won't part with it cheap if he has got it.
You knew he had a piece of the blade.
Nothing happens in this camp without someone mouthing about it.
But you want me to pay for it.
Either that, or you just take it from him.
And taking it from him is that simple.
Give him a serious pounding. Then when he's on the ground, you take it.
Okej, czyli wyzwać go na pojedynek bym
And
musiał.
no one's going to be upset by that?
Well, it's not going to upset me, and he's already an ugly enough bastard. Who's going to notice?
Ale nie ma takiej opcji. Czy po prostu ja go mam zaatakować? O to chodzi? Nie no, nie będę kręcił, co wy. Już tak mnie chyba nie pogięło. Hawkins, myśliwy.
I'll need some
Trzy.
raw meat to fry.
Nie wiem, mogę gdzieś iść spać? Coś ten? Teraz?
You see why people don't stand up to Brogar?
A few bruises won't stop me.
You're lucky it wasn't stab wounds.
His armor and those fighters make him feel tougher than he is.
For you, maybe. For me, that's why I don't tangle with him.
Brogar to gruba ryba w małym stawie.
Brogar is a big fish in a small pond.
And those are giant words. So big, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I know some people wouldn't have a problem if he disappeared.
I won't be responsible for what Brogar would do to you.
Let me worry about that.
You should worry. But you're serious, aren't you?
So you lead the hunters.
Normally, yeah, but as you can see, I've got vital woodcutting work to do. So right now, my hunters are running wild like free spirits. Or they think they are.
What would I have to do?
If you work for him, do what he tells you, and listen to everything he says. It will let things slip. But you do know what you're proposing is dangerous.
About... Who knows about Brogar?
Talk to Lewis, one of my hunters. He knows a few things. Start with him. See
Okej.
You might cut his wood, but I don't want...
what does he want you to do?
He wants...
Do it. Get it.
Why should I feed him?
If you want to get in with Brogar, bring him what he wants. Make him trust you, but show him you mean business. That you can be an asset to him, not another slavish camp worker. If he thinks you're clever and that you can't be bullied, he'll take...
I need some better...
You won't find it out here.
Well, what about your armor?
Armor for the hunters and fighters comes from the Don. But you won't get close to that if you're not accepted as one of us.
Right, so I've got to join the Don's gang first. All right.
Hawkins is your man. He's one of the Don's lieutenants.
How can I become one of the Don's men?
Huh. Firstly, I need to tell you a couple of things. The Don's a powerful man. Well, he was. Since we've been in this swamp, he's hidden in that temple. Hasn't been out for weeks. His wife Rachel's been trying to run the camp. She's the one you need to impress if you want to meet the Don.
Rachel. Right.
Before you charge up to her, you need to be aware of...
Brogar?
You're learning.
I could help you.
Helpful sort, aren't you? You better not have landed me in it with Brogar. But then one's trouble is another's ease. Rachel needs this meat, so she'll be happy. Take note, sometimes it's better to take sides than end up in the middle.
Okej.
The temple guard.
Do you think he'd invite you in for a beer? He's a guard, remember? He'll have to have something for the Don. A gift, information, something valuable.
What sort of gifts?
Oscar the Smith will tell you.
No dobra, to na razie znowu mówiłam o tym mieczu, więc...
I heard something about pieces of...
Oscar's looking for pieces.
I also know that Brogar's
Brogar ma jeden, dobra.
which you might say
Jeden
is
ma
something of an
cake.
obstacle. I bet Oscar's tried to get it, which means it won't be easy or cheap for you to persuade Brogar to part with.
True.
If it glitters,
And getting the sword could get me in.
you'll need all the pieces. Then you'd need Oscar to work his magic, if that's... and then you'll need Oscar to be... It's not an easy thing to do.
No, domyślam się.
About you.
To możesz mi powiedzieć o Jan.
I met a hunter called Jan.
He got himself posted as a guard on the road to Harbour Town. We never see him back here these days. That's another hunter less feeding the camp.
What can you...
Well, there's Lewis. Haven't seen him for days. I expect he's under a rock in the swamp. Not even the swamp. Doug should also be in the swamp. He should be hunting. But I haven't seen him for days. And of course you know what delightful tasks I...
I wonder where the pieces are. If they're all...
Well, you know Brogar has one. You might like to check out. They're in the middle of things. They see what gets... And they're likely to keep some things quiet.
Okej.
Can you...
Sure you wouldn't write...
I was thinking more of...
Then you're talking to the...
Can you...
O, zręczność, łuk, skradanie się. Dzięki temu możesz zbierać zabite zwierzęce na trofea. To ja bym chciał...
Show me how to
Chciałbym
go.
to wykupić. Patroszenie zwierząt.
Many hunters...
Czy skradanie mogę? Nie mam złota, dobra. Więc trzeba byłoby sobie jakoś zarobić. Tu Brogar chyba śpi, nie? Tak.
What was that?
Here, a haunch of fried meat.
Good. You wouldn't want to see me when I ain't been fed.
Got any proper work for me?
Are you actually good for something, little fish?
Jest.
Easy to be cocky with that weapon and fancy armor of yours.
Nah. It's all the bodies I buried that make me cocky.
Mam
Two of my
beznadziejne
boys are
świetlenie.
supposed to be guarding the eastern swamp farm, but Clay's been lazing around the campfire. Go and see him. Make sure he takes over from Phil before Phil rots up there. Simple. I'm not losing another man to this fucking swamp.
Get Clay to...
The farm's over to the east. As it's a simple job, I'll assume...
Na razie nie chcę z nim gadać. Tak na serio. Kurczę. Gdzie mogę się zregenerować? Czyli wpalili faję? Tak, blanty se palą normalnie.
Nothing new for you.
Ricardo.
Getting...
That's why I make such...
All right. Tell me more about these...
They're disgusting. Big...
I can. I'd need pay.
30. Yeah.
Keep my gold warm.
Okej,
You must
obrzydliwe
have picked up
owady.
some skills.
I know how to fight.
Can you train?
To fire a... All right.
Okej, to jest kusznik. Tu kogo mamy? Daga. Dobra. Wiecie co? Patrzę sobie na stoperek i po walce z Lorenzo mam 22 minutki, więc ja bym zakończył, bym się wygenerował, w sensie z HP-kami i nie wiem, bym spróbował zrobić jakiś dzień, czy może się przespać czy coś. Więc na dzisiaj dziękuję i widzimy się już w następnym odcinku, więc papa.